Okay, so another Vlogmas thing. This is going to be 5 of my favorite holiday foods. So number 1 is the Sierra Nevada Celebration Ale. And I like a lot of the seasonal holiday beers, but I like that one the most because it's like what I would drink any time of the year. And, yeah, sometimes you want to stick with what you know, and even if it is just in a prettier package and once a year, it's a pale ale. It's hoppy. It has more of the grapefruity, floral, hop flavor. So, and I like that because some of the other festive holiday beers, my cat is jumping off the table as always. Some of those they get a little too bogged down with trying to put in all the spice and the holiday flavors, and those are nice, but sometimes if I want a beer, I want it to actually taste like a beer, and I want it to taste like a beer that I would have year round. So that's why I like that one most. Number 2, or no, I'm going the next one. I can't even count today. The next one is caramel cake, which is not specifically a holiday food, but Christmas is the only time that we have it. So in my mind, it is. It's a specific kind of caramel cake. It's like an old school Southern technique. I don't even know if it like exists outside of Georgia, but it's this kind of cake that instead of it's like 7 layers, but they're all like that thin. And so then with the frosting between it, you end up with like a 1-to-1 ratio. And instead of like baking a whole bunch of layers or baking them and slicing them down, they're done on a stovetop. And so you end up with these tiny little layers, and then the frosting between them. So it's a 1-to-1 cake to frosting ratio, which is ideal. But the frosting is the star of the show. It's like this caramel frosting. It's almost like fudge. It's just thick and dense and caramel and sugar and like makes your teeth hurt. And it's everything right with cake. And number 3, whichever number I started from, number 3 is still number 3. Number 3 is mulled wine, which is just soul warming and nice and alcoholic. And I was thinking, if you just describe what mulled wine is, hot red wine with sugar and spices in it, it sounds nasty, but it's not. It works. It works, and it gets deep down into your bones. The best mulled wine I had was actually last Christmas in Montreal when it was bitterly, bitterly cold, and it's just like a nice little warm cup of wine in the snow. And number 4 is again not a specific holiday food, but it's something my mom makes every year and only makes at Christmas. So in my mind, it's associated. It's this cream cheese and sausage and jalapeno dip. It is the dumbest, easiest thing in the world to make. Those 3 things, you just put them in the crock pot. And it's just mind-blowingly good, salty, spicy, sweet, fat goodness. And you serve it with Fritos or like, I don't know, a spoon. Your hand. It's amazing. And number 1, which is the best holiday food of all time. And it's actually a category of food, because if I just talked about every single one of the things in this category, that's how much I love it. It would be like 100 videos. Anything chocolate and peppermint. Whoever thought to put those 2 together was the single smartest person to have ever walked on the face of the earth. I love peppermint bark. I love, any kind of chocolate cookie or brownie that somebody just put some crunched up candy canes or whatever on. Love it. Peppermint ice cream with hot fudge. Peppermint mocha from Starbucks. All of it. It's the That's what joy is made of. So that's it. I feel like this kind of turned out a little weird, but that's okay. Merry Vlogmas. Y'all have fun and be safe.